Jingïadei ka Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ka kubor baman kasni, belawan rasha pi da ka rupa, ringkat bat ka orange Nissan, lom sopo near Fire Brigade Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Deputy Chief of Mission jangka Embassy of Japan ha India, Toshihide Anto ha ka arpo tarik unaiweng arjar khat khandai, Thung ya kitenrai Dieng ha suntuk siar Jowai kum shibentaban Pynkhlaiñ shushu ya ka Jingïadei ha pedeng kari Japan bat kari India. Ya gani ka program Thung Dieng ya kitenrai Dieng lani ki cherry blossom la pelong da ka sarkar jenla harengkat ka Jingïadei lang bat ka Asian Confluence India East Center Eco-Kai Society Japan ka Jingïadei Fishing and Environment Protection Association bat ka dorbar shinong panaliar. Hagani ka Jingïadei lang la sanran lang ya Toshihide Anto da ka ambassador barim ka India sa Japan ka Dipa G Wadhwa IFS retired. Bat kiway ki kinrem kilendan ki officer na gitanat baper udaloy ka eleka Jowai uma puraman kenjing bat ki nong yalam jong dorbar sinong panaliar ka jaintia yaset khnam kyang nong ba Memorial Society bat kiway hagani ka sngi la thung hadu khatsan tali ki jait tanrai Dieng leng bat sauho tanrai kiway pat ki jait Dieng.
Kau amine kau angete kudasai ne. Kau angete. Yusan no mandaka. Okay.
In fact, when I heard this story, I was reading this story about your local hero, Kyang Nampa, and coming out of the river with a twig. I just read this from the pamphlet that I got. It reminded me of my visits to Shinto shrines in Japan, where in fact one of the offerings that they give in a shrine is a twig. This shows their closeness to nature. So today we are using nature, and that is actually the wonderful cherry blossoms which Japan is famous for. And now I find also blossoms in this part of the world to bind us closely together. I must tell you a little bit more about Japan. You know, I've been an ambassador, as you heard, in Japan. What do? We represent the people of India, we represent the government of India, and we live in different countries, and we try to explain India to them, and we learn from them. And you know, like among people, we have friendship among countries. And I can say that one of our closest friends is Japan. Japan has helped us in the development of India. In fact, in all the 28 states in India today, there is not one state where we do not have the Japanese helping us in our development efforts or in investment or in education. This is really one of our closest relationships. The prime ministers of our two countries, Prime Minister Modi of India and Prime Minister Abe of Japan, they meet regularly. So there is soon going to be a meeting between the two leaders. But every year when they meet, they say the same thing, that let us bring our people closer together. People-to-people relations are very important because that is really what brings two countries together. So today, as we will go ahead with the Sakura planting ceremony, and as you go back and you've met these wonderful Japanese friends of ours who are here, I'm sure you will take back with you memories of the ceremony and some knowledge of Japan. And you will perhaps tell yourselves and your children to learn more about Japan, maybe learn some Japanese and help foster this relationship.
As many of you know, Sakura means a lot to Japanese people. It is a national flower of Japan, and it is a symbol of Japan. And it has inspired many Japanese people over the decades, over the years, as we see in traditional Japanese literature and poems. And I think Sakura in Japan blooms in spring, but it lasts only for a week or two, very short period of time. So I think this brevity and beauty of Sakura has fascinated Japanese people. And this is my first time in Meghalaya Shillong. But on my way here from Guwahati, I see many cherry trees blossomed here. I'm so happy to see them, which are loved by people in India. And this is, I tell you, this is my first ever time to see cherry blossoms in November, because they never bloom in Japan in November. So anyway, in spite of these differences, Sakura has become a bond that binds Indian people and Japanese together. And as Ambassador Wadua said, India and Japan enjoy very strong and close ties. Now our cooperation has extended from economic cooperation to defense, security, cultural, and people-people exchanges. And one of the priorities we have here is cooperation in the Northeast. So for India and Japan, Northeast is not just beautiful, but very strategic. It's a gateway to Southeast Asia. And I think it was explained that National Highway 40 and 51 are examples of our cooperation. You understand National Highway will take us to Bangladesh. So this is very important, what we call connectivity. So we look forward to having more cooperation in Northeast. And we are also doing other areas of cooperation, which is sustainable forest management, people-to-people exchanges, and disaster risk reduction, because we are prone to disasters, Japan and India both. So we are now looking for more cooperation in these areas. And another important cooperation we are doing with, between Japan and Northeast is people-to-people exchanges. One of the programs we set up is IRIS program. IRIS is the name of the flower. I think 2 years ago, we started this program and sent 25 young people from Northeast to Japan. And last year, too, we had sent 25 people. And this year, next February, we are sending 50 more young people from Northeast to Japan. And they will have first-hand experience of Japan, including culture or disaster relief or whatever they want. So we're looking forward to having more people-to-people exchanges between Northeast and Japan. Recently, Prime Minister Abe and Prime Minister Modi agreed to set up 100 educational institutions agreed to institute Japanese language courses in 100 higher education institutes all over India. So we look forward to having more Japanese language courses in Northeast, in Ceylon, in Meghalaya State. So we hope that these people-to-people exchanges become the foundation of our already strong bilateral relationships between Japan and India and Japan and Northeast.
Di